So we're going to move into my guy, our final buy. And I'm really interested to get your guys' feedback on this, good or bad. But my buy is going to be Devonta Smith, wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles. Second-year player. He's sitting right now as the expert consensus ranked wide receiver 24. I personally have him a little bit higher than that. So I was obviously really high on Smith when they entered the draft last year. If I was trying to acquire Smith, and I am, it's more on my rebuilding teams. As soon as the draft was over this year, he fell as low as wide receiver 27 when A.J. Brown was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. We've seen him start to bounce back a little bit since that time. It's been kind of fluctuating, but coming out of college, obviously he was back for his size. He's not a big guy. He doesn't carry a lot of weight on him. But what you do year one as an NFL rookie is a really good sign. He was one of 4 players ever to get a 7+ rating from Lance Zierlein since 2013. And the other names mentioned, take it as you will: Sammy Watkins, Amari Cooper, and Jamar Chase. So I love the Lance Zierlein grading scale. I think that's an excellent sign. His points per game last year, 10.92 points per game. He had a PFF score of 72.6 and a 22% target share on a team with Jalen Hurts as the quarterback, a guy that gets knocked quite often for his throwing ability. Despite all that, his average depth of target was 15+ yards. And then I wanted to read you guys a quote from the great Matt Harmon reception perception. He says, "It's plain as day that Smith is already a good route runner and a high-end separator. He gets open at any level and across a variety of coverages. That's a trump card trait." So for me personally, I'm buying Smith. I know that Brown comes in, but I think he's just going to open up the Philadelphia offense for Smith to have an even more productive season. I like right now that people see him ranked a little bit lower than I have him, because that gives me the opportunity to attempt to go out and buy. I think Philly probably throws a lot more this year. The best teams in the league are passing well. The Chiefs, the Bills, the Chargers, Tampa Bay, they're all throwing a lot. And I think Philadelphia is going to start to do the same. But this is, with Dynasty, this is a long game play for me. So I'm trying to acquire Devonta Smith if I can. There's one trade that I did actually see completed just a couple days ago. It was Zach Ertz and the 112 for next year for Devonta Smith in the 208. If that was me, I get that Zach Ertz is going to probably be the target leader in Arizona until DeAndre Hopkins comes back after 7 weeks. But I'm still thinking long-term, and I'm taking Smith. So I'm very interested to see what you guys all think. I'll probably throw it around the room a little bit. Well, we'll start with you, Coach. Are you buying or selling Devonta Smith?
Yeah, so I was all in on buying him pre-NFL draft, and then the price now is potentially lower with A.J. Brown in the building, obviously. And the person that I think personally that's most affected by A.J. Brown in a negative way is Dallas Goedert, because that's the middle of the field area. That's where A.J. Brown's going to work and get some of the after catch and stuff too. I don't think Devonta Smith's going to be the one that really takes a hit, and I'm staying far, far away from Dallas Goedert at this point in time, especially in redraft this year. I'm just like tight end 6, and I just don't get it. Like, it's just like one of those guys. It's like we always expect more from him, and it's just never there. And there's a couple of big games every once in a while. And the best thing you can say about Devonta Smith too is either Jalen Hurts, he balls out this year, or they probably just go get somebody better, and it's just going to make Devonta Smith's situation even better. He, as you alluded to, he was a very elite route runner coming out of college, probably the best route runner we've seen coming out of college since probably Amari Cooper, I would say. And some people might debate that, but this dude knows how to get open. Obviously, there was some weight concerns. All the weight that he does have on his body is pretty much all muscle at the same time, too. So it's not too big a concern for me. I'm still buying discounted price. I pretty much had him in everywhere I needed him last year anyway, so I probably don't have to buy as much as I would, but I'm still all in on buying.